it's Heather. We are live with DIY Wednesday, and today I'm going to talk about how to make tortilla chips. Okay, so why shouldn't I just buy my chips from the store? Why should I make homemade tortilla chips? One, they're super easy. Literally, they take about 5 minutes to put together. Maybe you know what we could do? Maybe we could even time it and see how long it actually takes to do this, minus all my talking. And two, they tend to be a lot healthier than the normal chips you would buy at the store. Like, especially if you add different seasonings to it, you can make them taste like Doritos or any of your favorite, or barbecue chips or any of your favorite snack chips. So there's that. Also, this is also what I like to do if, let's say, I make tacos one night or little mini burritos and I have leftover tortillas. It's a great way to use them up so they don't go to waste, is you just make them into chips, and they're actually pretty tasty. They're pretty good. So here is, first let me get my cutting board and I'm going to get going with the recipe. Okay, so I'm going to start with these tortillas. Now, I got these ones at Sprouts. These ones are good. They were like super cheap. They're non-GMO. The ingredients, these ones, they're pretty clean. So this is something like I definitely feel good about using. So I'm gonna just open my package, and I get the mini ones. So like that, like this size. It's like, I don't even know how many inches, but it's just like the smaller ones that they sell, yeah? So I'm gonna use that. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my knife, and then I'm gonna cut it into like a star shape. Okay, so that's what that beeping sound is, my oven. I just preheated it to 400 degrees. So because we're gonna bake these in the oven. So like I said, with my knife, we're just gonna cut it into sections. So we're gonna go vertical, then you're gonna go horizontal, and then each diagonal. So I'm cutting it almost like that 8-point star shape. And then they're gonna look like little triangles. So I'm gonna cut 2 at a time just to save time. Just kind of something I like to do. Who doesn't like to save time? So I'm doing 2 at a time. You could do more, but I find it starts to not work when you do more than 2. So I just cut my vertical. Now I'm doing like my horizontal. So, okay, I did my vertical and horizontal. So I have like these quarters, so then I'm just going to cut them in half so I have these wedges. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm doing right now. All right, I got my first set of wedges. My next set. Awesome sauce. And Christina is on. Hi, Christina. Okay, I am done. Oh, I said I would time it. Okay, so it is 4:44 my time. Let's say I started about a minute ago. So it took me about a minute, I think, to open that and cut it. So now I have these little wedges, these wedge thingies, okay? So I'm gonna put them in my bowl, and I'm gonna make more. I've decided that I want more than just 16 chips. So I want more, because if you think each tortilla makes about 8, then each tortilla makes about 8, then that is 8 per tortilla. So I'm gonna make a little more. Christina says, I love your earrings. Thank you, Christina. They're those nickel and suede ones. Like, they look like metal, but they're made out of leather, so they're super light. I love them. I'm pretty much addicted to them. It's amazing. So I'm just cutting my wedges, just like I showed you. And they just look like little pizza slices. I cut the tortilla in 8s. That's what I do. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, I think I've made enough. So I should have about 32 chips. And then, which is enough for a snack. Okay, so now I'm going to take my olive oil, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to put about maybe 1 to 2 tablespoons in my bowl. I put my chips in a bowl. And then I'm just going to coat them in the olive oil because that's what's going to make them nice and crispy. So here we go. 1, 2. Okay, and then I'm just going to toss them with my hands because that's what I like to do. But if you're a germaphobe, you could definitely use a fork or spoons or whatever you want. But for me, I just like to use my hands. All right, I think these are good. I want to add actually a little bit more olive oil just because I like mine nice and crispy. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm tossing it. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to rinse my hands off. I'm going to add some salt. Okay. So, all right, my hands are clean. And I'm going to add just like a pinch of salt. Like if you want to do the whole measuring thing, you could say half a teaspoon or a quarter of a teaspoon. So I think I did like a quarter of a teaspoon. So I'm going to toss it again. And then what I have, actually, I'm going to, so you know how I said in the post, I said it was I could make it taste like Chipotle or Doritos. So this is the fun part. This is the fun part where you get to start personalizing it. So if you wanted just plain tortilla chips, that's what you could do. Just cut your wedges, drizzle some olive oil, sprinkle salt, and then bake them. That's plain. If you want to add some personality to it, you can, and you want to make them taste like those amazing chips that you get at Chipotle that I love, you can add the lime juice to it. That's what I'm going to do. This is also where you could do like a lime essential oil if you really wanted to. But I'm just going to go with the lime juice. So I have my lime. And then I'm just going to squeeze it on there. My lime juice. Because we're awesome like that. And then my lime is not giving me very much juice. So these won't be very limey, but I'm sure you could always use a good lime and then they would be. So, okay, I got some lime juice in there, and now I'm just giving it a toss. And then I have a baking sheet lined in foil, okay? And then I'm just gonna lay them in an even layer on top of the baking sheet. And I don't want them to touch really at all because then they won't get as crispy, so you want it to be even. So, at least when I do it, I don't like to have them touch when I bake it. So that's what I'm doing. So if you wanted to make these taste like Doritos, or you wanted to make them taste like even like the barbecue chips, what you could do is you can season it. Like let's say you like the nacho cheese flavor of the Doritos, you could do like add in cumin, paprika, chili powder, garlic powder, and that would make it taste kind of like Doritos. And there's even little recipes online, like if you look up Dorito chip seasoning, it'll give you like everything. There's also like a cool ranch one where you can get like the ranch dressing seasoning and add like some other things to it, like garlic powder if you want to. You can add, there's so many ways you can do this. If you wanted like a barbecue chip flavor, then you could do like smoked paprika, maybe some chili powder. You know, you could just totally make these your own, whatever your preference is, whatever you like. So today I was in the mood for like a limey type of a chip, so that's what I did. It'd be like my Chipotle style. But you could really do this however you wanted to do. That's what I think is cool about it. So I have my even layer. I'm just going to show you with the camera so you can see what I'm talking about. But you see how like, I don't know if you can even see it, but it's like how it's like an even layer. Okay, that's what you want to do, and I'm going to bake these for about 7 to 9 minutes. They'll be done and nice and crispy. And now like they have a little bit different texture than like your normal chip. They're more like a corn chip. They're a little sturdier, but I love it, especially if I just made like guacamole or if I'm gonna make nachos. I also have like this awesome 20-minute nacho recipe that I might share. Maybe I'll do that next week. Maybe I'll do like the 20-minute nachos because those are amazing. I just like, that's one of my go-tos. So maybe we'll build on this next week and we'll do like a nacho recipe. Okay, so my chips are in the oven, so all I'm gonna do is set the timer for 7 minutes. Okay, I started at 4:43. Let me see what time it is so we can see how long it actually took. 4:50. Okay, that was 7 minutes, and that was with me talking. And I bet if I wasn't talking, it would have been 5 minutes. So it just goes to show you like how quick and easy that was, and that way now you can have delicious homemade tortilla chips whenever you want them. Thank you so much for listening. If you liked this and you want more tips and tricks, become one of my VIPs. I'll leave a link in the comments below. Just click on that link and we'll be good to go. All right, thank you so much. Bye.